Isabel Hamptonstone is the #1 ranked brain retrainer and international best-selling author of the book Hockey Confidence. Isabel trains competitive brains to get extraordinary results. She is the brain retrainer to Olympic athletes, NHL players, senior executives, CFOs and CEOs day in and day out. She trains them to find ways to help them get better results by strengthening their confidence and their performance. Isabel uses neuro-linguistic programming techniques to engage the brain in a specific process of learning and changing perspective by identifying and eradicating the limiting beliefs and decades of old negative behavioral patterns that prevented deep and profound confidence to develop. I know you will get great benefit from this video. Here's to Isabel herself.
Appreciation is the key character trait of truly successful leaders. So I'll start by saying thank you to the team at Grandesco. We share a goal to provide world-class training for leaders in business that get specific results time after time. This enables them to be more effective in the workplace, more wise in the use of their emotional intelligence for business. It enhances their performance intelligence, which of course enables them to access a work-life balance that they may only have dreamed of. So why is business mental mastery so very important to business success? It's because we can't solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. As Henry Ford once says, if you think you can do a thing or you think you can't, you are right. In the study of the efficacy of neuro-linguistic programming on occupational stress, the baseline score average of job stress was assessed in the workplace. After NLP intervention, the score average of job stress decreased significantly. The results showed that the use of NLP does increase coping mechanisms to deal with stressful situations, and it does reduce the adverse effects of occupational stress. So why is confidence the key here? It's all because confidence affects how we deal with stress. It makes it easy for us to reach our potential. It helps us enjoy our lives, our relationship, our work, and ourselves. It makes us successful at dealing with conflict and challenges, and it also determines how well we sleep at night. I'm sure you will agree that the more we enjoy success in business and in life, the more confident we feel, right? Leaders in business will often say to me, today I will have a successful day and I'm going to enjoy it. When they do say that, they may even have promised themselves that they won't question themselves so much, that they won't doubt themselves so much, that today is going to be better. Today they are going to be more productive, consistent, and achieve better results. But then the heavy mind games come straight into play. At an unconscious level, these mind games provide us with a lot of unanswered questions. For example, why do top executives waste time trying to get back on track after an incident that's made them angry or frustrated? Why do they have days where everything goes just right, but they can't seem to maintain that high level of performance with consistency? Why do they tell me that they feel exhausted to be in their own head sometimes? Why are they starting each day trying to deal with some residual anxiety and pressure? They're wondering if this day will be better than their last, but secretly knowing that their value as an employee or a partner or a leader is worth more than the performance that they're showing. Why do they work way too hard on their career, taking too many hours working and trying to overcome the mental roadblocks that are burning them out? Why do they see other work colleagues making the career moves they deserve to have? These colleagues are being given opportunities, but they've no idea how they are getting the edge. So why do they find it hard to bounce back from disappointment? And why does it make them feel that they've let themselves down, their company down, and their staff members down? Why do they feel that other people's opinions, such as the board of directors and the company owners, are very critical and pose a threat rather than feedback? And finally, why do top executives like you feel that no matter how hard they try, their mental performance isn't up to Olympic standard? It's causing them to miss out on major opportunities. Can you relate to this? Have you asked yourself or know a work colleague who struggled with one or more of these questions at some point? Well, I've great news for you. There are powerful solutions. There's a solution to the self-questioning, the self-doubt, the anxiety, the exhaustion, the anger, the sadness, the fear, the hurt, and the guilt. And you and the colleagues around you are not alone. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of leaders in business who feel and have felt this way too. Well, how do I know this, you might ask? And how do I help leaders in business, senior executives, CEOs, and CFOs develop such an extraordinary level of performance and confidence? Well, I've experienced time after time how retraining the brain to develop and sustain confidence and performance upgrades results, changes lives for the better. I'm fascinated by neuroplasticity. I know that in the process of learning and the process of changing perspective by retraining the brain very specifically, new neurological pathways are developed instantly and new behaviors are installed. I share powerful methods that my clients use themselves quickly and efficiently to develop a new level of quiet confidence and performance, which include neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. My proprietary techniques that are based on sports breakthroughs are now being used in business to make sure profits double year on year. If you're not familiar with NLP, it's a model of interpersonal communication, mainly concerned with a relationship between the successful patterns of behavior and subjective experiences underlying them. It's a system of training which seeks to educate top executives like you in self-awareness, in effective communication, in emotional intelligence. It changes the pattern of mental and emotional behavior that have been holding them back from achieving massive success. With NLP, I can take the very best of what people do, synthesize it down, make it learnable, and share it with you. This is the real future of NLP. Robert Norris performed a study to determine the efficacy of NLP for professionals. He obtained responses from managers, sales representatives, and educators in the sample population. He revealed that NLP can be a valuable and cost-effective asset to interpersonal communication skills. In general, respondents expressed that the training was useful to themselves as well as others, that it was a great investment of time and money. Respondents also felt confident in their ability to perform the techniques taught in the training. I'll share with you a very powerful example of how this worked for a business leader I work with. Andrew is a CEO. He came to me suffering from lack of confidence and emotional intelligence. Analysis paralysis was kicking in. He was struggling to deal with staff demands, which were affecting his personal and working life and his relationships. He found that when things got tough, he wasn't able to deal evenly with staff and conflict. He just couldn't cope and he shut himself off. This caused even more internal pressure and anxiety, and he wasn't able to resolve issues and feel that sense of release and relief. He decided he needed to seek my help, as trying to fix things on his own just wasn't working. So going forward from here, businesses don't do business with businesses. It's people that do business with people they like and trust. This is why the ability to build trust is ranked the most important business skill for any growth and success-oriented sales professional and entrepreneur. No business or personal relationship can last beyond the moment without trust. No one will buy from you or invest in you or invest in your product or invest in your service or idea if they don't trust you. The glue that holds all sales and business transactions as well as personal relationships together is trust. Now, perhaps surprisingly, trust doesn't happen naturally. There are specific psychological factors that come into play for establishing trust when two or more people meet at any time, anywhere, in any culture, or in any social platform. Understanding these factors and deliberately applying them will strengthen your ability to influence and impact the people that you meet and you network with, to form mutually beneficial long-term relationships and do business with. There are major NLP techniques for building trust at an unconscious level. These can also be used as techniques to influence connections and sales. The major factor for establishing trust is through congruency. Congruency means that your verbal and non-verbal communication, your internal and your external behavior, your conscious and your unconscious mind matches. Congruency causes people to believe in you and trust in you without them even knowing why they trust you. Being passionate about what you do does make you a little more congruent. Believing profoundly in the deep value of your product, your service, your ideas, and you makes you more believable. Knowing yourself, knowing your product, knowing your service inside out massively increases your trustworthiness. And when you have passion, conviction, and competence, as well as confidence, it makes you authentic and trustworthy. All things being equal, in an open election system, the most congruent candidate wins. All things being equal, in the courtroom, the most congruent lawyer wins. In business, in job interviews, in sales, it's the most congruent person that gets the sale, that gets the job, especially in high-level positions. Being able to put these unconscious NLP trust-building techniques into your persuasion toolbox means that you become a master at creating a deeper bond and trust with your clients, with your employees, with the people that you serve, with your partners, with your children. These factors are important on so many levels. Now, before I go, here's what happened to Andrew. Following an in-depth personal assessment, I created and designed his own personal program of peak performance coaching coupled with major NLP brain retraining. We started to work together and almost immediately he made great progress. He learned how to distance himself from failure and personal rejection, and he was less intimidated by negative feedback. This was critical to the success of his work each day. He said that the results of training his brain were beyond any expectation he could ever have imagined. His work is now very efficient and has been profound in all aspects of his life, personal, professional, as a CEO, and in his personal relationships too. In the time that we work together, he has hugely increased his quiet self-confidence. This has been measured. And now when difficult situations arise, he's able to deal with them head-on and effectively. A study published in the British Journal of Radiology backed up Andrew's results. Neuro-linguistic programming was used to reduce the anxiety in patients undergoing an MRI. There was a statistically significant reduction in the median anxiety score. How useful would a significant reduction in anxiety be to you in your workplace and for you to have true work-life balance? I look forward to helping you.
Thank you, Isabel. Let's hear what Andrew had to say. I am so full of gratitude and appreciation for Isabel Hamptonstone and the amazing results she helps so many people achieve. She is world class at what she does, and if you would like results of your own at the world class level, if you want to develop that Olympic level of mental performance so that you're more efficient in decision making, you're more trustworthy from an outside perspective, so that you can perform far more powerfully in high performance situations with an increased confidence, then she is the one you're looking for. Now finally, if you want more personal freedom and to really learn how to run your own brain and manifest the kinds of feelings and thoughts you want in your life to achieve greatness, and if you would like to learn further about how you can live today in order to create the tomorrow you're committed to, then contact Isabel now. You can email admin@braintrainwin.com or simply complete the survey at braintrainwin.com. Remember, as Thomas Edison once said, the brain can be developed just the same as the muscles can be developed if one will only take the pains to train the mind to think.